Okay, this is a quick video to help you understand how to draw angles if you're given a prompt, like what you see on the screen, so that you know where to put points and what you're supposed to magically come up with in terms of a geometric figure here. So the first thing that I see is C, capital letter, print letter, is indicating a point, is on the interior of angle TOP. So let's go ahead and start with the angle and sketch an angle here. So it doesn't tell us if it's acute, right, or obtuse, or possibly straight. So I'm just going to draw any angle, and I know in my mind that this may be not to scale. When I name an angle, the middle letter has to be the vertex point. So my choice of whether I wanted to put a T here or a P here, but we do know that O, since that's the middle letter, has to be the vertex point. While we're doing this, let's go ahead and talk about other ways that we could name this angle. So I could also call this angle POT, reversing the order, and then I could go angle O. I can name it with the vertex letter only, but that's sort of a special case. That only works if we only have one angle with O as the vertex. So since it's the only angle with that vertex and we don't have some other angle coming off here or in here, I'm okay right now to do that. And the second, I'm not going to be okay because I'm going to add to my picture. So the next thing I see is C is on the interior. So we got to put C on there somewhere. So C, I'm going to go ahead and put somewhere. So basically we have the interior of the angle is anything in between those two rays, versus the exterior of the angle would be anything out here. So interior, let's go back to that. And on the interior, I'm going to put angle C. So C, I'm just going to go right here somewhere. And then as I start to read this, so it doesn't really tell me to draw a ray there, but then I'm looking at angle COT. So that would go from C to O to T. I need an angle there. So I'm going to go ahead and draw an array connecting from O to C. So I've created two angles within my first original angle. Angle COT is 77 degrees, so that's this angle here. Again, I'm just following C to O to T. That's 77 degrees. And then angle TOP, let's grab another color for that. So angle TOP, TOP is the entire angle. That, we're told, is 95 degrees. And I forgot to ask a question here, but the question that I meant to ask is, what's the measure of angle COP? So maybe you're inclined to look at that anyways, because you just were told two angles there, and there's two angles making a larger one. So my brain is going to, but I should have actually written this on paper. My brain is going to, what is the measure of this little angle over here, which is part of the entire thing? So I'm going to let you ponder that one. There's another one that you're going to try. And let me just point out that the ray OC is not going directly through the middle. I think looking at those numbers, you can agree with me, of angle TOP. So if we wanted to indicate that ray OC was going through the middle of the angle, we'd have to use a special word. We've already used it with segments. We can reuse that same word, bisects, to indicate if we say ray OC bisects angle TOP, then both of the angles it creates would be equal to each other. Okay, hopefully that helps you work through some of these problems as far as setting them up. We'll be working with angles quite a bit, so if you have questions, be sure to write them down and let me know.